Hello Taurus, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. If Taurus is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your reading. Please hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. And if there is anything you would like me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger. And I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Taurus, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And a high priestess. Very, very interesting. There is a secret that is being revealed to you. I feel like there is a very important message. It's going to be an emotional one. Let's put the rest of these cards out for some context here. Interesting. Oh, Two of Cups. There's interesting. Yes. I think that we are triumphing over something. I think that we are putting all of our forces to good use. We've got fire, we've got earth, and we've got a lot of stuff in between. But let's select our mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is the Smith-Waite Tarot. We're going to just select one card, and we're going to put our alien friend right on top there. And we're not going to look at that until the very end. And hopefully that card will tie everything together and give us the confirmation that we need, right? So let's look over these cards one more time. We have major, a lot of majors. We have all major arcana on the vertical axis, the middle pillar here on the path of the dove. This is really a spiritual thing for you. You're going through a major transformation right now in your life. And that is also having an effect on the horizontal plane. See, going from fire to this earth. It's a really, really big win, both spiritually and earthly, physically, horizontally, right? In terms of your life path, maybe your business, maybe your career, your work, your school, your relationships, your life in general is really, there's a big win here. Right? And it corresponds with this very intense spiritual activation, spiritual awakening. So we've got the majors. We've got fire. We've got water. We don't have any air energy. And then we've got our earth energy here, a little bit of earth here with this hermit card. But there's no air energy. And I think that's because there's no debate, there's no question, there's no, your conscious mind is not interfering with things. You're receiving the bliss, you're receiving the intuition, the grace, the divine energy. You're receiving the blessings, right? It's an intuitive understanding, it's an openness and a receptivity to this knowledge. You're not thinking about it. You're not trying to figure things out. You're just opening your spirit and letting the divine energy pierce you down to your core, all the way in. This is the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is usually a card that is all surface. Maybe by choice, maybe as a defense mechanism, maybe just because it's kind of, it's veiled. Because it's difficult to pierce the veil and to really peer behind the curtain. So this is, I think this is what's going on with you. I think that there's a traveling inward. I think that there is a going beneath the surface of things for you right now. You're no longer just trying to exist on the surface of things, right? On the surface of the water. You're diving way, way down. And you're letting this spiritual energy, this divine energy right now, you're letting it go really down into the deepest parts of you, the parts that you yourself probably haven't even been. And this is that really gentle, but also very, very firm spiritual energy, this high priestess, right? This is some energy that's going to illuminate everything that's in the depths of you. If I can get the cards up. That is going to go down to the very bottom of the ocean and look at every creature down there. Really wants to give everything expression. Find out what's really going on there, activating parts of you that you didn't even know were there. It's going to hit really, really deep, this influx of spiritual energy. Kind of reminded of Neo at the end of the Matrix when he's I don't know what happens, I forget if he's plugged into the Matrix again, he just lights up, right? Just becomes pure spirit. This is kind of what I'm feeling here, because this is a current of divine force that is really penetrating you from surface all the way to the depths, right? And it may be a little overwhelming. I think that's kind of the point here. Because of this water, because of how deep it really goes, because I think we're used to just kind of existing, maybe not only on the surface, but at least in the kind of shallow end. All of us, generally, we're kind of, and I'm not saying we're shallow people or superficial people. What I'm saying, as far as our spiritual work is concerned, as far as our kind of depth work within ourselves, psychologically, psychoanalytically, spiritually, whatever we want to call it. I feel like this is a time of great self-exploration and self-discovery. I feel like Spirit is really bringing the big guns this time around, And I think that this is going to be a bit of an overwhelming experience. It's going to be pretty intense. Down here we've got this death card down here. And this is major, right? This is a really big deal for you. Whatever you're going through right now in your life, it's probably having an effect everywhere in your life. In your job, in your career, your physical body, in your relationships, in the way you experience the world, the way you perceive the world. And there may be an impulse to kind of to run and hide. It may be a period of time where you have to shut yourself away to experience this. This transformation that's taking place, it's something that it is private, and it is something that I think traditionally people kind of do in a retirement, in an isolation. So there's an impulse here to sequester yourself, I think, for the most intense phases of this process. But I feel like you're getting in touch with God, Goddess, Deity, your true self, higher self, guardian angel, spirit guides, ancestors, universal mind, universal energy, whatever it is like this hermit energy is just going down into the bottomless pit that is our, kind of interior world, and bringing this lamp down all the way to the bottom of the cave. As deep as we can go, we're bringing that light. And see, that's the same kind of vibe that this priestess energy had. But I think what's being revealed to you is kind of your purpose, your potential. It seems like it's a way for us to bring this fire and this earth together. Right? This is a very intense spiritual transformation. Major shift in your energy. And what it's going to result in, yes, it's going to be overwhelming. It's going to be it's going to be intense. Right? We have, even on the path of the serpent, we have some unwanted fire energy here. We have a need for kind of enduring this spiritual transformation, right? With this temperance card. The temperance card is the furnace. It is the fire. The way you're seeing this situation, right? This position, this is how you're viewing the path of the dove. You're seeing it from inside the fire. You're thinking, this is the most difficult thing I've ever done, or ever been through, or ever experienced. And this is going to manifest in different ways. This is going to look differently to everyone. This could literally be, a part of your spiritual practice, a religious, magical, mystical experience for you. This could be manifesting in more specific ways, in a relationship, in a career situation, a really big shift, a really big transformation of energy. All of the mysteries of the universe, relatively speaking, are going to be revealed to you. And whether that is literally in this kind of cosmic, spiritual, mystical, magical sense, or more specifically in this relationship, in this job, in this field of study, in this career path or this life path, right? It's going to have its above and it's going to have the below, right? So this major spiritual event is going to have its effects, its mirror on the physical plane, okay? But I think what we're doing is bringing together the fire and the earth. This is a really big win. To be able to put these two together, well, this is exactly what we've been wanting, right? We want our creativity. We want our ideas. We want our life path, our purpose, our ambition. This is what you want. This is you getting what you want. This is you. These two together, this is the big win, right? Your ideas, your plans are working. Whatever you have set out to do. This was in the recent past, right? This Knight of Wands. I think that you've had a resurgence of this intense enthusiasm and ambition. I think that you've been really, really wanting to do something. You're fired up about something, right? And I feel like Spirit is just kind of realigning your energies so that you can manifest it, right? By going through this transformation, this shift of energy, this realignment, that's the big win, because it's allowing you to manifest whatever this Three of Pentacles is. It's allowing you to have this creative force. This is fire on fire. This is undifferentiated fire. Doesn't care if it burns down or if it builds up. It's just fire, pure fire. Very active fire. And this is pure creation. This is a Three of Pentacles, doesn't know what it's creating, doesn't care. If it's used for good or evil, doesn't care. It's creative. It's creating something. It's able to generate and give birth to whatever it is that this fire energy, motivates it toward. It's these two together can produce anything. Right? It's a machine and it's the electricity. The machine will build whatever you want. We got to put some plans into it. I think that's part of what this priestess energy is. This is that higher intuition of knowing what kind of a plan you are, what kind of software you're putting into this. You know what I mean? We have the creative force and we have the means to do it. What are we doing? We need the intuition. We need to know, okay, I've got all of this ambition and energy. I've got this ability, this opportunity to create whatever I want. What do I want? Listen to your spirit. Listen to your higher voice, your true self, higher self, whatever you want to call it. That's what the High Priestess energy is. It's informing you of where your path is. It's revealing to you your true path. Okay? And now, of course, we get over to the path of the serpent. We see a lot of interesting energy here. First, of course, is the art or temperance. This is showing that this is a very necessary growing pain for you. This difficult situation whatever it is that whatever the physical manifestation of this spiritual energy is, if it's a difficulty in a work situation or in a relationship or just kind of a disharmony with life, trust in the process, because it is a realignment of your energies, right? So that we can do this creative work. All of this stuff has to be realigned. Okay? And that's why it feels the way it does, because all this stuff has to shift. It feels like you're really in the furnace. You know, this card is really about those kinds of tests and trials and tribulations that are there for a purpose. This is just the necessary portion of it. You know, this is, the goddess holding you in the fire to make you immortal. It's probably pretty uncomfortable, but we're enduring it because we know what the result is. We know, in this case, what the purpose is. We know that it is aligning us to be able to create our future, our will to manifest, right? And it's also giving us the insight into what and how we're creating. Okay, so we endure this. Now in the environment, we see a Two of Cups. Now it's time for love. It's time to commit to what we want now. It's time to realize what this High Priestess is telling us and commit to those projects, people, those tasks, to all of it, to that reality, right? This is the highest type of love that connects two things together, right? So whatever the High Priestess is telling you, your intuition, higher self, higher soul, whatever it is, you're now ready. The timing is going to be just right for you to commit to it and start the work. And then we get to this Emperor energy. Now the Emperor is here. It's in the position of what we don't want. This is leadership. Do we have something against being a leader, being out in front, calling the shots? This could be perhaps a problem that we have with authority. It could be a problem that we have with anyone or anything, even spirit telling us what to do, right? Even our own, higher mind, conscience even telling us what to do. There's some kind of issue with authority here, because I see that we don't want it. Maybe this is the discipline that we don't want. Maybe what's being revealed to you as your true path is something that your conscious mind is saying, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do that. Right? We've got some sort of a problem with either the leadership or the authority, or with the discipline that's required in this path. Okay? It's something that we need to be aware of. We need discipline. We need leadership. We need authority. Right? We need to lead by also having discipline. We need to lead by serving others. Right? Servant leadership. So this is a very important card, but I feel like it's one that we're rejecting for some reason. Okay. But I think if we do reject this card, look, the next card is that Seven of Cups. This is the deterioration of the joy and beauty and connection that we found here as we committed to our purpose. If we lack the Emperor energy, I think it's going to spoil. I think that's something that we have to keep in mind and be aware of. This is us getting so distracted by illusion. This is saying, well, I don't need discipline or authority or leadership. I don't need any guidance. I can just do what I do. And I think for the most part that's true, but eventually we'll end up here. Things will not go right. Things will not go correctly, and it'll take a large effort to get over this. This is a Seven of Cups. Now, the Seven of Cups is a card that talks of confidence. It could be the overconfidence that gets us into trouble. But it's also the confidence that with enough effort and maybe guidance, leadership, we can get out of trouble. But let's just avoid the trouble. Right? Let's try not to even get here so that we don't need to get out of it. That would be obviously ideal, right? But it's there for a reason, because I think maybe there's this issue with the emperor with some sort of authority or the discipline or something that that we need to keep us on track. There's some issue there. Well, let's look at the mystery card. Yeah, maybe the mystery card will give us a clue. This is our alien, Simon Moore Gripley. Thank you very much for your assistance today. As far as the mystery card goes, I would like to see some more earth energy, to be honest with you. I think what we need, because see, we don't have a lot of earth energy. We have just, well, I mean, we've had, is that all of them? I think that's it. We had the Hermit, which is some earth energy. We had the Three of Pentacles, which is the creative energy, but it's still as yet unmanifest, right? This Three of Pentacles. So we don't have any really solid earth energy. I kind of like the cards like that. They look good. It's spread out like that. I like this. Maybe we'll do a new tarot spread. We'll do kind of a as above and so below, right? Everything has its counterpart, and they meet somewhere here in the middle. But what is this? I want to see some earth energy, that we are that we're doing this, that it's not just abstraction, it's not just theorizing, that we're putting all of this into practice, and that you are following the emperor at least a little bit. And if we do, what's going to be the result, right? Is this what we're manifesting? If we can have the discipline, the servant leadership, if we can kind of follow the guidance of spirit and get this work done, what are we doing? Oh, yeah, Nine of Pentacles, perfect. This is us living our best life. This is you having the big win. This is you winning, right? It's an action. It's a verb. This is living the best life. You've got your pets, your plants, your people. You're in there. You're doing it. This is the future. This is the result that you could have, right? This big win. An ongoing process of winning. It's not just, oh, here's your prize, see you later. No, it's an ongoing thing. This is the gift that keeps on giving, right? The win that keeps on winning. So I really like this for you. And I think this is kind of showing that if we can harmonize what's going on above and below, in heaven and earth, kind of external and internal, if we can find the magic in all of these cards coming together, we create this really, really beautiful life, you know. And this is you here in that life, living that life. The Nine of Pentacles is one of my favorite cards, especially in the Rider-Waite deck. I love the figure, just enjoying their surroundings, right? Enjoying living their life. This is beautiful. Anyway, Taurus, we are going to do an extended reading. If you would like to stick around, just click on the link up there. All right. That'll give you access to every extended reading, not just for Taurus, but for all signs. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe to the channel. It really helps us out with the algorithm when you interact and, you know, leave me some comments. I love reading all the comments. I love how supportive this community is. We're encouraging each other. We're motivating each other. I really love what we're building here. We're all doing it together, and I appreciate you. Thank you for letting me read for you. And thank you for being the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot.